Hi y'all, Susan from SusanLeeRose.com again. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really fun slider card. This card was inspired by the Peekaboo slider card by the Serene stamper Tina Zink. For this card we'll be using the Cards for Crafters stamp set from May Made It. We will also be using the Craft and Create 6" by 6" paper pad from Cartabella Paper Company. The craft and white paper is from the Premium Cardstock Trio Pack from Brutus Monroe and May Made It. It's a really nice quality cardstock. As usual, the cut list can be found in the description as well as on my blog. So the first piece that you're going to need to cut is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to score it at 2 3/4. This is our card front. The next piece is cut 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4, and this is the card inside. And then we're going to cut a piece that's 5 3/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to score it at 5 1/2, and this is going to be our card back. The peach grid paper is cut 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. The paintbrush print and the navy solid are both cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. From the peach grid paper, cut out a hole using a rectangle die cut about 1/4 inch from the right edge using your die cutting machine. Then glue the peach grid paper to the front of the 8 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of craft cardstock. Using the rectangle hole as a guide, cut out the craft cardstock using an X-Acto knife to create a matching hole in the craft cardstock. Save all the pieces that you cut out, you're going to need them a little bit later. So now we're going to take the 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 card inside and glue in the 4 inch by 5 1/4 navy solid to the left side and the 4 inch by 5 1/4 paintbrush print to the right side. And now we're going to line up the card front and the card inside so that they are flush against the right edge. We're going to trace around the rectangle hole so you know where to cut. And then you're going to cut out the rectangle using an X-Acto knife, and again, save what you cut out. And repeat on the other side. Now we're going to line up the card front and the card inside again, making sure the rectangle holes match up, and we're going to glue that into place. Now we're going to glue the 5 3/4 inch by the 5 1/2 inch card back to the back of the card, the inside card. With the card closed, trace the rectangle cut out into the back of the card, the craft cardstock that's showing. Then we're going to glue the reserved paintbrush print rectangle over where you just traced. Now we're going to open the card so the craft cardstock flap is now showing, and you're going to trace the rectangle onto that flap. Then we're going to glue the reserved piece of the peach grid paper rectangle over where you traced. As you can see, the paintbrush print rectangle is slightly raised because of the cardstock backing. You will want to slightly bend up the edge of the flap so it won't catch on the rectangle on the back panel. This allows the slider mechanism to work smoothly. Stamp the image and sentiments onto white cardstock. Color the image with your alcohol markers and then fussy cut it out. And then you're going to want to trim the sentiments to size. Next, we're going to add some pretty yellow ribbon. So first we're going to use double-sided tape on the back of the flap to hold the ribbon into place. And now we're going to wrap the ribbon around the flap 3 times. Use a powder bag to remove the sticky from the double-sided tape, not covered by the ribbons, to keep it from sticking. This makes sure the mechanism runs smoothly and doesn't stick on the sticky tape. Now we're going to attach a bow to the top portion of the ribbon on the front of the card. Now we're going to attach the stamped image to the front of the card using double-sided foam tape. With the card closed, attach the smaller sentiment to the paintbrush printed paper showing through the rectangle hole. Now open the card and attach the larger sentiment to the peach grid paper rectangle showing through the rectangle hole. Now your slider card is complete. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for visiting my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it. Also, please subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my video content. Thanks again and have a blessed day.